Hi everyone, Ross from realmattressreviews.com, and I've got another review for you. Today I'm sitting on the two-sided durable mattress from durablemattress.com. Now I want to discuss today specifically the firm option, so stay tuned for the medium and the soft as well. But we'll focus today on the firm, who I think this might be a great choice for, and we'll talk a little bit about the brand itself, what makes it unique, and kind of go from there and talk about how the mattress feels. So first up, this is Durable Mattress, like I said, and it is a two-sided mattress. So this mattress is able to flip, and it's going to have the same foam layers on both sides with that hybrid coil unit right in the center there. So with mattresses, the foams are typically what wears out first. So as you lay in the same spot all the time, you're going to deteriorate that foam, and it's going to have body impressions and sag. A lot of brands are only going to be able to rotate. So with a brand that's two-sided, you're going to be able to rotate and flip the mattress to try to wear that foam more evenly to basically get a longer lifespan out of the mattress. So really good feature there. In my stores, I used to sell a lot of two-sided stuff. You don't see as many of them around anymore, but we were happy to see this brand come out and offer that option for people again. So we're going to talk today, like I said, about the firm. So keep in mind, as I'm talking about this, I'm about 200 pounds, so you can kind of justify what you might like based on weight. So I really like this firm feel. So this isn't like a rock hard firm. You have very good support, but you still have some softness. So as I lay here on my back, where most people that want firmer mattresses are typically back or stomach sleeping, but as I lay here, it's very, very supportive here where most of my body weight is. My hips aren't sinking in and creating any spine curvature. Everything's pretty straight, and it feels super supportive, but you have a decent amount of softness at the same time, which for your back is going to feel good. And if you're on your stomach, you're not going to have your ribs pushing in and hurting because the mattress is too firm. And then for me, this is where it could get tricky for some of you based on what you might prefer and how much you weigh. But for me, I'm about 200 pounds, like I said. This is still soft enough for what I prefer on my side. It's not rock hard, so my hip and my shoulder still have some pressure relief, and they're able to sink into the mattress without a ton of pressure pushing back up. So a lot of people, this firmer option, if you like good support, it's still going to be soft enough for most people on their sides. However, if you're lighter or you just prefer a little more body hug and even more pressure relief, the other two firmnesses could be better for you. And stay tuned because I'll have videos on those soon too. But like I said, for my weight, 200 pounds, this is still a good combination firmness, combination sleeping firmness. So it's going to work great on my back and my stomach. And as I said, is still soft enough for me on my side. And I like that. It still is soft enough, but gives you a little more support here in your midsection where most of your weight is. So for me, this is just the firmness that I actually prefer. If we look at edge support, as you sit here on the edge is sturdy. The outer two coils are stronger. It's going to give you better zone support on the edge. And then the center third, those coils are also going to be stiffer to give you better lumbar support, more longevity, that kind of thing. So the big question is, who should consider the firm option? Well, if you're anything like me and you like a little extra support, but still a little bit of softness on top, this could be a great option for you. So anybody that's back or stomach sleeping specifically is probably going to really like the feel of this. The support still has some pressure relief, but gives you a little more uplifting feel. You're not sinking into the mattress, being engulfed. If you're a very hot sleeper, you're not going to sink in as much as you would on the medium or the soft, so you will have less, of your body sinking in, which will effectively make you sleep a little bit cooler because you're not being engulfed by foam. And then third, if you're just kind of looking for that good support and paired with some pressure relief, it's a good option to consider. And then if you're anything like me, I am primarily a side sleeper, but I do prefer a little bit more of a firmer feel regardless of being a side sleeper, just because I feel like it keeps my hips and everything straighter without sinking in as much, even when I am on my sides. So to me, I still have enough softness for my hip and my shoulder to dig in. But if you're very sensitive, if you have bad shoulders and hips and your mattress is currently pretty firm, I would potentially look at the medium or the soft version to provide that little extra pressure relief that you might need. So I hope this was helpful, guys. If you have any questions, drop me a comment below. And then stay tuned for the medium and the soft review as well. All right, guys, thanks.